Hello everyone, I'm Resident from Curve Radio, and today I will explain you a little more about the MP3 encoder that you need for Mixxx. Pretty much when you've installed Mixxx, as you can see in one of my previous tutorials, you will get an error once you try and live broadcast with an MP3 format. The reason why it gives you an error is not because of you, don't worry, but that's because of some legal actions that Mixxx cannot put in a certain file into their installation, so you pretty much need to do it yourself. Now, if you get the error message, you'll be led to a web page. This is one of those web pages which explains you more about how to add this. Before we go to that, a little more explanation on the live broadcasting. The type, make sure you have the right one. Okay, so there's multiple types: Icecast, Shoutcast. Check that with the host that you're at or whatever you're running. And make sure also your login details are correct, because that would also give error messages. Now, as I've mentioned in the previous tutorial, the best quality to go to is 320. But yeah, the format, MP3, you can choose between OGG, which is also a good format, but personally I like MP3, just like many other people. If you freshly installed Mixxx, you go live with an MP3 format, you'll get the error. And there's different ways to tackle this on different platforms. Mixxx is available for Windows, Mac and Linux. So we'll have a look first, right? So for Linux MP3 streaming, I'm not that familiar with Linux myself, but you just pretty much need to install the full package that you can see here, the lame file or whatever you call it, don't know the pronunciation, but you need to install this on Linux, very simple step. For Windows, it's also quite simple. What you need to do is you need to go to this web page. I'll post it in the description. You download whatever version you need, to 32 or 64-bit. Make sure to unzip it, because the zipped file will not work. You need the actual files, so use 7-zip or WinRAR or whatever you use. You need to copy the files that you have, so that those are DLL files. You copy those, and you paste them into the directory where you've installed Mixxx. For most people that would be C program files Mixxx, but if you've located it somewhere different, put it there. So pretty much you need to put that file into the installation folder. Imagine you would run with a very old version of Mixxx, which I doubt, but you never know. You must rename your files to this. Again, I'll have the link in the description so you can check that out. In case you would have some troubleshooting, there's also some advice here that you can read. And for Mac OS, it's again very simple. Download, unpack, and you can install it. There's also a manual workaround and some alternative methods that you can use. Again, most people use Windows and Mac for this. Should be very simple. And in case you have some installation problems, you can also check out these alternative methods. That should really help, but most of the time you shouldn't have any problem with it. If you have any questions, anything you need to know about Mixxx, feel free to write it in the comments, but I do recommend to check out our Discord, the Curve Radio Discord. We're more than happy to help you over there, and yeah, I'll speak to you there.